customer, I tell them to share what they're doing on Facebook. Take a picture of your shake that you made for breakfast. And take a picture of your before and maybe 2 weeks later, even though it's not huge, but they're actually doing the promoting for me on Facebook. And so now I'm like 4 customers deep in getting kits for free for all of them. And I had a really good ripple effect last month. I got 4 people that are getting custom kits for free, over $300. Yeah, give them posts, and I actually tell them what to say. It's how you say things. So I actually will sometimes take over their Facebook message for them, or they screenshot and I kind of guide them like that.
Hey Sherry, what do you mean by 4 customers deep to the new person? What do you mean?
When I sign up a new customer, she's excited about it. She shared what she's doing. Hey, I joined the challenge. I need 3 of my friends to do it with me. And so they start getting responses very fast, especially when they're new. You gotta act fast. And so then their friends are excited. They get them. I actually get involved in the conversation, set up a Facebook message between the 3 of us, and I take over from there. And then she's excited, and now her sister wants to do it. And that's how I got involved with 4 customers deep. Is all in 1 month. Is Betsy's doing it, Susie wants to do it, and her sister, Nancy wants to do it, and that's really cool.
So you shared it with person A. Person A shared it with person B. Person B shared it with person C, and person C now shared it with person D. And now Sherry is 4 deep underneath her customers, helping that 4th customer now share the challenge with their friends.
This is why it's called network marketing, because you're in other people's networks.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely solely on your own family and friends. You should probably reach outside of your family and friends, as soon as you possibly can, and let them come to you. I'm just saying.
People always talk about not having anyone to talk to, and
Well, I really like what she said too. Did you notice how she said she takes over somebody else's Facebook? So have you ever signed up a promoter, have you ever signed up a customer and said, all right, Tiger, go out there and get them, go make me some money. And then 2 weeks later you go, okay, how many customers did you get? What do they say?
None.
I didn't know what to do. She took over their, what's their belief level now? Since you took over their stuff, they see a couple customers, where do you think their belief level is right now?
Huge. And in fact, the first one I did it with, she signed up as a promoter immediately because I got her kit for free within a week. They don't know what they're doing and they need our help. They're scared and they don't know what to say.
So I don't know why most people don't do this, because we don't like to know ourselves. We don't like to get rejected by our own folks. So why do we want to go watch somebody else squirm? Okay, we're afraid to go dive in there. So
No means next one, by the way. Guys, I usually go out places, meet people, sign them up on the spot. But the last 90 days, and I haven't even shared this, but the last 90 days I stayed home most of the time working on 3 for free. Signed up 80 customers in the last 90 days.
wow.
When I start somebody, I'll post them on Facebook, like everybody here does, and I'll say, all right, guys, John wants to lose 50 pounds. He just got started. How many of his friends want to lose 10 or more pounds? Guys, you'll get private messages like crazy, I promise you. You get somebody the 3 for free, you've got a year-long customer if you keep helping them. And what's going to happen then? They're going to make one heck of a transformation. Everybody in the world's going to say, man, what are you doing? You're called up. But not only that, they'll end up becoming the executive star promoter as well.
Jeff, can you actually repeat, you guys, if you're taking notes, can you repeat what it is you post?
I'll post the person, and I do get their permission. Not everybody wants you to post their picture, but 95% is going to say yes. People would do what you tell them, not what you ask them usually. But I'll post their picture and I'll say, hey guys, my buddy John just signed up. Welcome John to the challenge. How many of John's friends want to lose 10 or more pounds? We can help you. I leave it short like that, and next thing you know, my message starts blowing up.
How many of John's friends want to lose 10 pounds?
10 or more
We
pounds.
can help.
they inbox you, okay, what is the challenge? I'm interested. Then what? Do I just message them back and forth 18 times? Do we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth?
You're the king.
Nobody does that in here. Nobody does that
Look, I don't care if you're laying home in bed. From that point on, you say, look, I'm driving. What's your number? Guys, nobody
Write that down!
Nobody wants you texting and driving. I don't care if you're laying on the couch. I'm driving. What's your number? As soon as they give you the number, call them and close them. Be bulletproof on your product, know your product, upsell.
Now, how many of you guys, by show of hands, have a hard time getting people's phone numbers? Raise your hands, be honest. I'm driving. What's your number? I mean, that's just brilliant. You know how many people are having success with that have actually taken that tip from regional success
Me.
training?
I'm having huge success with his tips.
Carol, you have
I'm not.
I just have a quick question for Sherry. When you have that group thread going with those people, do you then use that group thread as a way to keep them accountable too?
It's a way that they can reach out if they have, if they have questions about it, then I actually have their friend in the same thread. But what I do immediately though is I take them off that group thread and now I'm private messaging them because I've gotten their phone number.
Right.
I don't send videos to anybody unless I have a phone number. I hold that hostage. They're not getting any information until I get their phone number. What's a good number for me to send a link to?
Awesome.
And they'll say, well, why can't you send out a messenger? Because it's not a secure site, and I don't want my website getting jeopardized. And so,
Boom.
I want their phone number, and I get it.
So Sherry, so someone responded, well, why can't you just send it to me on Facebook? And Sherry said, because Facebook isn't a secure site.
And I still don't give it to them until I lock down a day and a time I can talk to them. When do you think you can take a look at it?
You know what I'm feeling from every single person up here? Are they sitting like this behind their computer like this, or are they sitting like this? Maybe. Their posture,
Adrenaline is
their
it's like playing
posture,
Candy Crush,
like
man.
there is no wavering right now. Their posture is like, listen, let's get on the phone like right now.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel like you're sometimes like, do you kind of maybe want to sort of give me a call? Do you kind of maybe want to sort of jump on the phone with me? I might be driving, so should I say driving? No, their posture, they are so focused on, like literally saying, I believe that all these panel right here, they're so focused on the mission and they're so passionate about helping people get their goals. They don't care whether they feel like they're maybe pushing somebody a little bit. People need that little extra push sometimes.
Yes.
Don't you think? You ever had somebody that says, maybe I'll think about it, and it's been 6 months and they still haven't jumped on, they're still the weight? Does anybody have one of those folks? Okay? So if you don't do what these guys are doing, they're literally like, I'm driving, call me. When? That was a question. I'm driving, call me.
Now.
Give me your number. Now. Let's get this done.
Now.
Miss my little girl. Customers, this is a vision that I see. I see customers referring other customers so that at the end of the year, they can take their kids to Disneyland. I see customers referring customers, so in a couple months from now, they can go get a spa, get a mani-pedi. I see customers going out there and getting customers so they can get their kids those cool beats up there. Right? I have a 2.5-year-old, I don't even know what things are. I'm like, what are those? What are those called? Those are beats. Those are beats.
Not just kids, we use them too.
I don't. In my 40s, I don't even have beats. I've got earbuds. But right now, what we're seeing is a culture of people using these points for product, and that's great. That's great. But we are going to switch to a culture where we are going to allow our customers to go out there and purchase items with these points they're accumulating. How many wouldn't mind having a trip for your family in 6 months from now to Disneyland? Hello, paid for by Dallas. Your customers are going to want that even bigger than you want that, right? Because you're a business owner, you're making money. In 6 months, you'll probably be able to afford to take your family to Disneyland. But your customers, this is huge for them. They wait 10 years to get a watch from the company they work for. And they're never gonna get a watch. You know, they wait years to get stuff from their company. So the fact that we're literally saying we can pay you for going out there and signing up some customers, that's a really good thing. I want to ask a question here real quick. Women in the room, how many of you have hosted a party, a Pampered Chef party, Tastefully Simple party, 31 gifts for someone else? Raise your hand. Keep your hands raised. How many of you, if you didn't raise your hand, how many of you have you been to one? Look around, guys. Look around. Huge, huge. Nick, on his training that we all watched, it's on Vet, it's absolutely amazing. Doing this training, right, he said, would you like to get, you know, anywhere from like 10 to 100% discount on your next order? Great, I need you to throw me a party. That's it. Great. I need you to throw me a party. We'll invite some friends that like to work out. We'll invite some friends that maybe need to work out. You know, the friends that are maybe going to hate you if you lose weight and you didn't tell them about it. We're going to invite all those friends over. We're going to have some fun. Have some appetizers, which are our products. You set up a nice appetizer table with our products. Everyone's used to that. Everyone's used to an appetizer table. So put everything on an appetizer table. Have some fun with it. Invite them over. And everything that accumulates is going to go to you. And you know, we can get you a discount on that, or we can help you accumulate some points for your trip. Help you get those beats. Help you get an iWatch, an Apple Watch? An Apple Watch. I am so outdated.
You know how genius this is? Every time I go to Myers, you ever heard of that store called Myers? And I'll go to the store and I'll actually go check out, and my wife will text me, "Where'd you go? Myers. Did you use my M perks?" I'm like, "What?" No. Like, she loves her M perks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I remember when we used to do it in cable, like, we would go drive on the other side of town just so we could use our Speedway cards so we could rack up our points. You're implementing this into your group. Do you guys have a rewards program that you're a part of right now? Anybody in this room have a rewards program or know somebody? Everybody. Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go to this next one here. We're going to talk about some really good rewards tips. If